Morning, everybody. It's hot grease. I've been walking for 20 minutes or so. Still a lot of roots, as you can see. I gotta watch where I'm going. Pretty early in the morning, it's around 6. I'm pretty much in a home stretch. I've been thinking about it. I got a couple more miles. I'm out of the 100-mile wilderness. Wow. I don't know, in the beginning, if you would have asked me about the 100-mile, I would think, wow, it's a long ways. How's it gonna go? Yeah, it went pretty well. It went pretty well. 3 miles short of being finished in 5 days, which is just tad under 20 miles per day. Probably a little bit too fast, but I'm anxious. I'm anxious to get this thing done so I can look into the camera and say, I'm a thru hiker. I'm close, but I'm not one yet. I'll be hitting Abol Bridge here, maybe an hour, maybe a little breakfast, and go sign up for the pines and get ready for tomorrow, the big day. It's been a doozy of a trip, I'll tell you that right now. I'm breaking still spider webs out here. It was pretty warm last night. No complaints there, that's nice. I kept having to kick my quilt off. Well, as me and Rerun always says, it just all works out almost every time. Things have worked out for us so good. And you just, don't worry about it. Do your due diligence and try to plan the best you can, but the unknowns will all work out. So my wife calls me yesterday, and the few times I have cell service out here, she happened to hit it on the money and told me my son-in-law Mark rented a 3-bunk cabin at Abol Bridge campground for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So all that does is open the window up for us if it was going to be bad weather. It doesn't look like it's going to be bad weather, so we'll be able to summit on the first day. Yeah, I'm stumbling along because I'm thinking, talking, and looking at the camera too. So if we summit tomorrow morning, we'll come off the mountain and either shuttle over to Abol, or there's a shorter trail in the AT to get there, or we'll just walk over. Have a place to stay, shower, do our laundry, get everything straightened out. I'm sure she's bringing food too, so that'll be on the priority list. And I'll be finished. I got such a good look at Katahdin yesterday afternoon, sitting on a big rock. What a place to end it. What a place to end it. It's It's funny how some people start there, southbounders. I'm so glad I went north. I'm not knocking them, don't get me wrong. They do their own thing. I'm doing mine. I'm babbling. It's the last day on trail before I summit. I'm glad you're all with me. Hot grease. It's about 7:15. I don't know if you recognize this sign. I showed it to you when I entered the 100-mile wilderness. Well, guess what? It says a minimum of 10 days supplies. I went through it in 5 days and an hour and a half. Wow. Maybe I got my trail legs, huh? So here we go. I'm out of the 100-mile wilderness. And I'm sure Abol Bridge is right up here somewhere. Probably further than I think, but that's okay. I'm gonna turn this thing off, and when I get there, I'll turn it back on. Everybody, hot grease. I just came out of the woods onto the infamous Golden Road. There's my shadow who's with me. Golden Road turns to dirt pretty soon. I've been up and down this road so many times. So many times. It's a pretty cool place. It'll take you up to Canada if you wanted to. We're pretty close to it. I'm walking down the road. It looks a little cloudy to my left, and there's a reason for that. That's where the mountain is. All right, I see Abol Bridge at about 300 yards. I'll turn this thing on there. Okay. Hey everybody, it's hot grease. Yep, Abol Bridge. Wow. We're about to get the best look at the mountain we've had. But like I thought, there it is. It's got clouds on it, but I'm close. I am so close. This is about as amazing as it gets. It's a beautiful spot. So how many times have I seen this on YouTube videos? Some of them clearer than today. Others like today. And then there's times where hikers have come across and they saw nothing because the clouds were low. I got 7/8 of it, and I'm sure there's people hiking right now. All right, everyone. It's definitely a beautiful morning. Hey, everybody, it's Hot Grease. I just had some breakfast at the Abol Bridge store. I guess you could call it breakfast. A bunch of stuff heated up in the microwave. I guess it's better than what we got in our pack, so I should be happy. Pretty cool. Come to find out, after I talked to one of the owners, because of what's going on in the real world, which I don't really like to talk about, the people they have that come to work here to open the place up, nobody come to work. Everybody's collecting their unemployment because they get paid more money than they do when they work. I'm not going to go there. Anyways, so there's 3 people here to run a campsite, a store, and a restaurant. So needless to say, they have their hands full. So kind of explains what's going on. So anyhow, that's what we experienced this morning. We're right now headed to the kiosk to sign up for the birches. I believe the last time I called it the pines, I was wrong. It's the birches. 2 different trees, probably 2 different places to sleep. I'm pretty happy. We got less than 10 miles. We'll set up for the last time. And here we go. Little road walk here. Sun's behind me. How nice. See it? Flickering along. There's a lot to soak in between now and tomorrow. I'm sure it'll start. All right, everyone. Till I come up with something, I'll turn this thing on. Hey, it's Hot Grease. That's my pack sitting up there. That's where I came from. The trail goes right by. I come down to this little spot where this big rock is. It's just peaceful and quiet right here. But then as you can hear, if you can hear that, I'm sure you can. Look at how beautiful that is. That's a beautiful spot right there. Love that sound. Look at the power of Mother Nature. And it goes into the big river down there. This is where a branch comes in. I believe it's the Penobscot. I'm not positive. But I'm going to amplify this or magnify it. I'm going to magnify this. What do you see right there? Somebody's cabin. Pretty nice. It's on the Golden Road. Yes. I'm sure there's some trout in there. I think I can get across without falling. We'll give it a try. Typical little brook in New England. Running water. I think you'd be surprised what kind of fish would be in here. And it brings me back to one of those moments when I was about 14. I hadn't gotten a job yet. I was close. I was about to get a job, but not yet. And my Uncle Aldo, he was recovering a little bit from an injury. And he used to like to go trout fishing in Tamworth and Wanalancet, New Hampshire. And the brooks resemble this. They weren't quite this big. They were smaller. Both of his sons were in Vietnam at the time. So I lived next door, and he used to always say, "Hey Mike, you want to go do a little trout fishing this weekend?" And of course I would say yes. And I'd get my little fly rod, which we never used flies. We always put a little worm on the end. And he'd take it. He said, "You gotta have hip boots." And I'd get a hold of some hip boots, and he'd take me north with him for company, I guess. He used to fall asleep when he was driving, so he needs somebody with him. So the reason those brooks, and I've been walking for 3 or 4 miles now. Again, just thinking about life, and that little story popped in my head. But the reason that it came in is because he would absolutely love this. He would be in heaven. And we weren't catching but 3, 4, 5-inch trout, but they were all native. And it was just fun walking the brooks with him. I was a young boy. So I appreciate him taking me with him and showing me what it's like to fish on a wild brook with wild trout. Now again, I was lucky. I was surrounded by outdoorsmen. They all brought me to the woods. And here I am, remembering them. My dad and my uncles are all gone. But this sort of stuff has burnt my memory. I will not forget them, nor will I not forget or appreciate what they did for me. So Uncle Aldo, if you're watching, get your rod. Let's go fishing. Hey, it's Hot Grace. Can you hear that sound? Tell me, is there anything any beautifuler than that? Yep, I'm on the Appalachian Trail. Hey, it's hot grease again. The trail's right there. This brook has been given nothing but sensational shots. Check it out. Love that sound. The water is crystal clear. And I'm the only one here. Nobody else around. And it goes by me the whole way up the trail. My reward is huge. I'm glad you all are with me. Grease again. This is the last waterfall video I do. I can't help it. Thunder. Beautiful. Look who's with me, my shadow. And this brook goes on and on and on. I wish I had a fishing rod. All right, everyone. See you up trail. Hey, it's hot grease. I'm down here on Grassy Pond. Can't see Katahdin, but boy, we see some beautiful mountains. Yep, I said it. Grassy Pond. It's a beautiful day. I can only hope for the same tomorrow. All right, let's see what else we got for you. Hey, it's hot grease. I'm pretty close to the birches. Less than a mile. Look at how beautiful those trees are. But let me show you something really beautiful. That stream right there is the outlet to Grassy Pond. And that mountain right there is Katahdin. I'm climbing that tomorrow morning. Wish me luck. It looks like a big boy. I'm pinching myself right now. Is it happening? It will tomorrow morning. We'll see you then. Everybody, it's hot grease. Just walking down to the birches. It's reserved for long distance hikers only. You have to sign up. Only a 12 allowed in. But let me make you laugh. Show you how funny this is. Look, they got them boarded up. Oh boy. You couldn't get them in if you wanted to. Some things make no sense. We do have a picnic table and a fire ring and a platform. There are a couple hikers here. I'm probably waking them up. Rerun and I are staying at the other place because we had two Kentucky boys. One of them had a problem with a knee and they had reservations, so they weren't going to make it. So they gave us the reservations over at Abol campground. So it worked out really good for us. But I had to walk here to the birches just to see what they were like, because this is where I thought I was going to stay. But I'm not staying. I'm down the road. All right, everyone. It is the night of the 6th day, and we're headed up Katahdin tomorrow morning. We hope to be on trail before 6 a.m. That's the plan. So this is tonight's video, end of the day. And next video you see will be us summiting Mount Katahdin. All right.